Hey everyone, it's Brennan with BC Labs, and we're back with another Quest video. This time, with the v66 update, there are so many exciting new features that Meta has implemented that I'm excited to get into. Probably one of the best ones to get started with is the fact that Passthrough has improved even more. So one of the most exciting things from the v64 update was that Passthrough clarity was supposed to be improved. Not everyone had the exact same results, but overall everyone felt pretty positive about the changes. However, this time the main target was fixing warpage, which was such a big issue with the Quest 2 and the Quest 3, both in their black and white and color pass-through modes. I now can cup my hands around my headset or around like where my eyes are, and it's almost the same effect as if you were using your hands without a headset. So there's no weird curvature overall as your hands move from behind your field of vision up to in front of it. It feels very natural. There is some occasional warpage at the edge of your vision, but I feel like they'll improve that over time. But I'd say it's a marked improvement. Next up is that you now have a better room scanning capability that's supposed to be able to add furniture and pick up surfaces better. So far it seems impressive to me, although I think there are a few more items with that haven't rolled out to my headset yet. So I'm hoping it gets even better as some of the other features hit a little bit later. This is supposed to help with furniture auto detection to make setting up your room or your space a little bit easier, especially for mixed reality games. And so far it did a great job of picking up my windows and my tables and surfaces, and even my desk, which I barely scanned past. Now, one of my favorite new features is probably the most important to me, and that is the ability to run background audio. That may seem like a small feat. It may not seem that important to you until you think about all the usages, whether that's to have a YouTube video playing in the background, Spotify, Discord, etc. If you like to stream music from YouTube or some other streaming service like Spotify, it's an excellent addition. And I'm sure it works for Apple Music and Pandora. Any other web browser-based streaming platform should work. I've already tested a few. I've had a Discord call with a couple friends to make sure it worked in-game. It does feel like there is some issues where when you transition into a game, sometimes you need to reconnect your mic in Discord from the menu. Overall, though, YouTube videos and Spotify just kept playing with no issues. And I was able to have a conversation in Discord. Again, just it feels like there's a few more things they can do to improve the transition. It's also really powerful because it's possible to pause and skip ahead and rewind music or video when you are playing it in the background, all from that context menu that pops up when you pause your game with the Meta button. Another cool feature that Meta has been touting is the new wrist button. This applies a button to both your left and right wrists. One is the menu button and one is the quest button, and they let you swap them. However, I find this a little less beneficial than the expanded quick actions menu, which unfortunately they replace each other. If you enable one or the other one gets disabled. If you could add both where they're both supported simultaneously, I could see some situations where that wrist button's cool, but holding the wrist button doesn't seem to pull up the quick actions. And the main reason I use quick actions like I do is so that I can start recordings or recenter the display, etc. Of course, your mileage may vary here, but that's my experience. But it's cool to have both options because different people play games different ways and use the interface different ways, so customization is the best. Now, there's a couple other items that I couldn't get to work, so I'm guessing that there is a slow rollout for these, one of which is a sleep option is supposed to be added to the shutdown menu, which could be really nice versus having to hope the headset went into sleep, because that's something I've ran into where I think I put it to sleep and then it wakes back up because I bumped a remote or something happened. And so it'd be nice to know for sure you put it in that mode. That's supposed to be coming in this v66 update, but I haven't seen it yet. Another one is the ability to hide/delete things from your apps menu, which I poked around for 5 or 10 minutes and kept rebooting to make sure the update took, and it didn't seem to apply to my headset yet. So I'm hoping that comes down the chain, and maybe I'll make a short on it, but I want to make it aware to everybody that it is coming as part of this update, according to the release notes. Anyway, I think that covers pretty much everything I wanted to go into. I'm very excited about some of these changes, and I think that it makes it more and more like a productivity device. Of course, it's for gaming first, but with these changes like the background audio and better room scanning, etc., it's going to be even easier for a person trying to make this a device that's not quite a desktop or laptop replacement, but it serves a purpose that could replace some of this. I mean, imagine being able to boot up Spotify or YouTube and work in Office now that that's possible. I think we're just a few minor changes with the UI and third-party apps away from a truly unparalleled experience, because even the Apple Vision Pro has shortcomings in some of these places, and it's 7 times more expensive. So I really hope Meta keeps bringing the heat to Apple and adding feature after feature and brings it closer and closer to parity. This is going to be very impactful as more Meta Horizon OS empowered devices come to market. And I'm really excited to see how this pans out when this supposed Meta Quest 3S comes out too. Well, that's all I got for you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this was informative and exciting. And as always, I'll see you guys next time.